Tumulus of Bougon, also known as the Necropolis of Bougon. This group of 5 mounds is a burial ground that was built in 4800 BC in present-day France. They were rediscovered in 1840 and have spiked the interest of archaeologists and anthropologists since then. They are currently being studied and have been named alphabetically for the purpose of identification. To preserve this ancient monument, the site and surrounding land has been acquired by the government and is being carefully studied. La Hood Bib. This mound located in Jersey, Britain, is the oldest man-made structure in the country and one of the oldest buildings in the world. It was built around 6,000 years back and is one of the finest examples of passage graves. Today the site has a medieval chapel built near the ancient mound, a watch post and bunker built during the Second World War, and a museum open to tourists and visitors. The original structure was built in the Neolithic era and aligns perfectly with the equinox. Tarxian temples. This site of 3 distinct but connected temples is located in Malta and is one of the oldest and most well-preserved temples in the country. It was declared as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1980, and since then extensive conservation and restoration have been done. The beautifully carved stone slabs have been moved into a museum to preserve them better and replaced by plain slabs at the actual site. These temples are believed to have been built around 3100 BC. Pyramid of Djoser. This building is the oldest stone-cut structure in Egypt and one of the oldest in the world. It is located in Saqqara and is believed to have been built around 2700 BC for the burial of Pharaoh Djoser by his vizier, Imhotep. The original structure was much larger than the one that remains today. Its exterior was made out of polished limestone, and it had a base of 109 by 125 meters. Great Pyramid of Giza, perhaps the most well-known monument in the world. This pyramid in Egypt is the largest and oldest of 3 that remain in Giza today. It is also known as the Pyramid of Khufu, after the pharaoh for whose burial it was built. It took more than 10 years to complete this structure, and it was completed in 2560 BC. The pyramid originally stood at more than 480 feet and was the tallest structure in the world for about 3,800 years after it was built. Minoan Palace of Knossos. This palace is one of the oldest buildings in Europe and was built during the Minoan Age, but the exact date of its completion is unknown. It was rediscovered and excavated in the 20th century and since then has been restored and preserved. It is speculated that many disasters befell the city-state surrounding the palace and the people living in it, which led them to abandon the city-state somewhere between 1380 and 1100 BC. 2 distinct scripts used to inscribe in the rocks and tablets found in the vicinity of this palace clearly indicate that it was inhabited by 2 successive civilizations in close proximity. Parthenon. This famous structure in Athens was built by the ancient Greeks of Athens for their patron goddess, Athena. This is one of the oldest buildings in the world and is known for its white marble exterior and tall ornate columns. The construction of one of the most famous Greek temples began in 447 BC and was completed in 432 BC. It is one of the most famous and visible symbols of ancient Greece and the glory the empire stood for. It is also one of the beautiful World Heritage Sites in the world. Thracian tomb of Kazanlak. This tomb is located in Bulgaria and belongs to the Thracian era. It is part of a large necropolis in central Bulgaria and is famous for its beehive structure and intricate brickwork. The burial chambers have many murals and symbols related to funerals and the afterlife and have been declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It dates back to the 4th century BC and was located near the Thracian capital of Scythopolis. Sanchi Stupa. This is one of the oldest buildings in India that is still standing and was commissioned by Emperor Ashoka in the 3rd century BC. It consists of a hemispherical brick structure erected over the relics of Buddha and decorated from outside. It has 4 gates that are heavily carved and retain the intricate design to this day. The stupa is also surrounded by a border wall that connects the 4 gateways, each symbolizing one cardinal direction. The construction of this stupa was overseen by Ashoka's wife, Vidishadevi. Dhamek Stupa, built by Emperor Ashoka for enshrining the relics of Buddha. This stupa too was built around the same time as the Sanchi Stupa and has a similar but larger structure. It consists of a brick structure overlain by stones and has carved gateways, which was difficult to construct at the time, according to Zem, a modern construction company. It is located at the famous Buddhist site of Sarnath and has an Ashoka pillar near it. This site is a very holy destination for Buddhists and holds great value for historians of ancient India who want to study Ashoka.